Hello, Dr. Alan Harper here, your secure vibe coder, and we're in for another live secure vibe coding session. We are building this app called User Vibes OS, and the purpose of the app is to be an AI enhanced one stop shop for developers to collect vibes from the users throughout the user journey lifecycle. And so, whether that user is landing on your landing page or a survey that you might have provided them, a wait list, an email list, or perhaps that user's trying to attack you. You probably want to know that as a developer. And then, of course, if that user has feature requests or bug reports, we want to make it easy for them to report those. And we want to use AI to extract the reason why, the underlying issues under each of those. Okay. And then we also can provide sentiment surveys, testimonials, and exit comments. All right. So eventually we want to provide all of that. But what we've started with is our MVP, which is our our feedback board. And we have that working as well as the security monitoring. Okay. We have a robust list of things that we've been working on. Hey, 3Ds, I see you out there. Appreciate it. We've been at this probably about 50 hours now. So that's a week and maybe a day and a half of labor if we just did it 8 hours a day. But we've been spreading it out over a couple months now. Took some time off for the holidays, but we have about 4 months worth of output. So 40 or 50 hours worth of input, about 4 months worth of output. And when you see our app up on the cloud, you'll understand what I'm talking about. It's a fully functioning, robust app, very high level of functionality. And we vibe coded the entire thing. Okay, haven't written a single line of code, and that's what our claim to fame is. But we also do it securely. Okay, so let's jump into it. We've been working on this admin layer, and we got it working last night, surprisingly fast. And tonight, what we're going to do is test it some and tweak it because I didn't like quite the look of it, but it's pretty impressive what we did just in one session last night. So let's see what we can do tonight. All right, so here's the actual backend right now, our local dev server. Okay, and let's see. Oh, I was looking. I'm like, that's interesting. I don't see the admin button, but what I'm really looking for, okay, yeah, there's the eat our own dog food. All right, so we added two things to this last night. I'm gonna have to make them more prominent because clearly they're not standing out enough for me. All right, so we have this admin panel, right, where we can actually see our own feedback from our own users. Now, this is kind of interesting because our main functionality is to provide this capability to our developers, like our customers, right? But we want our customers to also be able to give us feedback. So we want to eat our own dog food. So in order to do that, I have an admin panel here that only I can see, and that allows me to collect site feedback by way of feature requests and bug reports and comments from you guys, and then also security events. Okay. Now this is currently collecting all the security events that it looks like from all of my boards. But I want to make sure that, somehow we sort that out and make sure that, this is only collecting, attacks to the actual site itself. Okay. And then we have this button down here that says we eat our own dog food. The first thing we're going to do is make that dog bowl a little bigger and more prominent. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, on the sidebar menu, we have a menu item that says we eat our own dog food. I want to make that dog bowl symbol bigger. And then I want to make that menu item more prominent, maybe make it blue or something, put a background around it so that it jumps out, it pops out of the page a little bit more. Okay, so that's how we vibe code. We are using anti-gravity, and we're using our favorite daily driver is Claude Code. We're running Opus 4.5. Okay. Claude hasn't had an update like in a couple weeks, which has really surprised me. Like they made a mad rush toward the end of the year, and then I guess they took like a month off or something. I don't know what they're doing. Anyway, More power to him. Okay, so we wanted to make this a little bit more prominent and a little bigger. So let's see what happens. See how it's kind of hidden down here right now? And when you click on this, what happens is a modal comes up, and we're going to adjust this tonight. We're going to make it wider and, make it look a little better. But I do like I like the feel of it. Okay. It's taking it so long. I know it's taking it so long. I got to tell it, yes. I just restarted this session, so it's being a gentleman. It's not going to make changes until I tell it it can. Okay, so there, that's more prominent. See that? Kind of a light blue background. It goes darker whenever we hover on it, but at least it's more prominent. See, that dog bowl is still a little small for my liking. Maybe they made it bigger. Make the dog bowl even bigger, maybe twice the current size. I'm just playing. We'll see. Why not? All it costs us is tokens. Man, I've been burning through tokens. I don't know what the current limits are right now, to be honest with you, and I can't find them. Somebody go out on Anthropic's page and see if you could tell me what the limits are for a max plan. I don't think you'll find them. I think they've taken them down. I really do. I have a tool called CC Monitor, and it basically told me I was out of credits like an hour ago, and I wasn't. So like it just kept going, and then eventually it reset my 5-hour session. But I could be mistaken. But is anybody else seeing that they're not hitting limits? Like I think they lifted the limits maybe for Christmas or something. I don't know. Anybody else seeing that? Okay, anybody else out there besides 3Ds? Will the real humans please stand up? Okay. All right, so yeah, that bowl size is bigger now. See how it kind of jumps out at you a little bit? Okay, we'll take it. All right, now they need to do the same thing with this admin panel. Okay, make the admin panel with the blue background slight as well so that it pops off the page for me. I meant to say admin panel menu, but I think it's smart enough to know that. Let's see what happens. Let's click on something else just to get away from it. Okay, I'm watching this right here. There it is. Okay, I'll take it. All right, I won't miss that again. All right. Okay. All right, now on the modal that pops up whenever they click on we eat our own dog food, I need to make that wider and taller. How you guys doing out there? You having a good night? Who else joined us? Drop me a hello in the chat. Let me know you're out there. It's taking this thing so long. Okay, maybe I got to close it and reopen it. Looks like it went taller, but it didn't go wider. Yeah. All right, screenshot time. I was playing around last night with Claude Code in Chrome. Man, it's slow. but it's pretty cool. Like you can drive it to like, open up a web page and do something for you, like go out and post something on social media and stuff. It'll do that, but it's slow. They got to speed that up somehow. I think the key will be to stop taking screenshots and analyzing them, but actually just read the underlying HTML that's coming back because they can do that. I don't know why they just aren't doing that. A lot of people use like Playwright or something and just do it headless because the AI can read the text faster than the image. Okay, focus. Okay, the moto's taller now, but it's still not wide enough. I need it to be twice as wide as it currently is. Keep saying that it's done, and it's clearly not changing the right stuff. I do notice that AI struggles sometimes with Tailwind, and I don't know why. There was no change there. I don't know what you're updating, but you're not updating the max width of that modal. And for good measure, let's go ahead and do a hard reload of the page. Because I know it's about to tell me to do that anyway. Oh, broke something while we were. Okay. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's too wide now. Jeez. Okay, now that's too wide. You got it at 90%. Go ahead and make it more like the width. Make the width 50%. Okay, there we go. All right, cool. Now this is our standard plugin that we've been working on. Now let's go ahead and test it. Okay, so we can put bug reports in. Let's do one of those tonight. Okay, let's start with our AI. Hey, I noticed that the dog bowl in the we eat our own dog food menu item is very small. What's going on here? Close that. Why isn't it let me put text in here? Okay, we got a bug. Apparently the cursor's trapped back here, you see, but it won't let us put text in this other overlay. I think we've got a double modal situation happening here. That's interesting. Okay, if I launch the AI modal within the user feedback modal, the cursor does not come forward to that AI modal. So as you can see, it's still in the background there, and therefore I can't add input. That's an interesting bug. I hadn't seen that before. See what it's doing, guys? Like I'm clicking here and nothing. See how the cursor's back here, even though I'm clicking, and even when I click, it kind of jumps back here. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. So what's going on? This is a modal within a modal, and I'm not sure that's possible, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so here we go. It's a Z index. Z index means it's like a layer issue. Okay, so you can layer things on top of each other, and as the highest Z index, like it can go up to, it's unlimited. Sometimes you have 100,000, but that's unnecessary. As long as it's one more than the one under it, then it's kind of like layering. Okay. And okay. Okay, it said what it is. Now I need you to fix it, man. There it comes. Yeah. Hey, what's up with that 3Ds? He says I can't find the exact figures. I can't either, man. They used to be 500 million tokens. Okay. Like I couldn't even find that, man. Same price max plan with cursor is 500 million tokens. I think it's 500 million tokens per 5 hours on or something like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. And it's annoying me because today I was worried I was going to run, right before this I was working on some stuff and I was burning through tokens really fast and I thought, "Oh crap, I might like run out of tokens for this session tonight and not be able to do with you guys." But then it just kept on going, like past the limits. And when I say limits, this is what I mean. I run this tool over here called right here. You probably have seen it too. It's Cloud Monitor. And every 5 hours it resets. It tells you when it resets. See, I got a new session at 7 p.m. But I was messing with it like from 6 to 7, and I was burning through tokens, and I thought, uh-oh. But like these, like I went 150%, 200% on each of these during that session because I was jamming. I had like 4 projects cooking. I just got off work and I was messing with stuff. So like, what's up with that? Like, there's no limits right now. Like, I thought it would stop at 100%, and it did not. It was going to like 150, 200, 250%. I was like, what? I think they're being generous. Maybe it was holiday season or something. They went out on leave, and the guy forgot to set the limits properly or something. I don't know. I know they probably did it on purpose just as a bonus to their customers, but it'd be nice if you could find that somewhere in a post. I saw a Reddit article where somebody was saying that around Christmas they were supposed to do that. They were supposed to double the limits, but then somebody else said, nah, that it didn't happen. So got me, man. Still can't. Hard refresh. Doesn't our graph look awesome over here? Can't edit. No change. No change there. Look, we have a modal within a modal. Is that an issue? Is that what's causing us an issue here? Okay, it says yes, that's exactly the issue. I don't know, man. You sounded a little too agreeable all of a sudden when you didn't act that way a moment ago. Okay, so here's what it's saying. It's setting the modal to false and the radix dialog disables its focus trap, allowing it to focus to go to the inner chat Y extractor. Okay, all right. It acts like it knows what it's doing. And it does. Score! We'll take it. All right. Hey, the dog bowl on the We Eat Your Own dog food menu is just too small. Can you improve that? Okay, sweet. Our AI is working. Let's see. Are you looking to suggest a feature? It sounds like you might be contacting the wrong place. It doesn't know that it has that feature. Okay, is a feedback platform rather than a dog food company. I don't know what to do about that. I could tweak the system prompt and tell it what it's got, but yeah, that's just funny. from its perspective, that's true, right? Like it doesn't know that we have a. I need to probably tell it somewhere. All right, here. All right, that's easy. That's the easy button. It's funny though. You got to admit. 3Ds. Does your voice thing clear the or take up the clipboard? This one does. It's getting on my nerves. All right, you can see here that I asked it about the new menu item that we added. We eat our own dog food, and it clearly didn't know about that. So adjust the system prompt and let it know that we do have a feature called we eat our own dog food. So if somebody in the future asks about that, that's just a functionality that allows us to collect our own feedback from our own users and use our own functionality for our own users. That's funny. All right, who else is out there with us? Okay, you want to check me out, learn more about me in my QR code up here or link in the description. Both of those will take you to my free mentoring group where I have just under 8,000 people working on this topic of AI and cybersecurity. Okay, we are Secure Vibe Coders. Inside of there, you will find a free 30-day challenge. I encourage you to jump in there and start taking it. Gives you free training each day for 30 days. You just have to spend 1 hour a day and your life will be changed. You also find in there access to my Secure Vibe Coding Masterclass and my mentoring programs where you can get more regular access to me. And I'll be happy to come alongside you, speak to you personally, one-on-one, and help you build your app out. And then I meet with those teams weekly in small groups. All right. And I've been in cybersecurity for 36 years now. I've seen it all, been there, done that. I've written 7 best-selling books in cybersecurity, and I've taught at one of the world's largest universities on the topic. I was also a leader on that campus. I've been there, done that, guys, and now I'm giving back, helping you guys out, helping secure the world one app at a time. Because I see this emerging tsunami coming where everybody can code, and that's a beautiful thing. But everybody can code, and that's a scary thing because nobody knows how to do it securely. So we're addressing that here on this channel. You can learn about vibe coding in many places, but you won't learn about how to do it securely like we do it. All right. So look what it did here. It adjusted the language here. Okay, production knowledge, product knowledge. Hey, now you're thinking. There you're thinking, Cloud Code. It told it a whole lot more than just we eat our own dog food. This is called product knowledge. Okay, it gave it like all this information, and we can have it expand on that as over time. That's a darn good idea. Okay, I'm talking about the we eat your own dog food menu item. I need you to make that bowl bigger so I know what it is. Look how we have some inception going on here. Like we've got this panel within this panel within this panel back here. Pretty cool, huh? And I like how it kind of grays it out so that it brings it to focus. Cool. It's like layered. See how it's layered? Okay, so now it says, I got it. So you're talking about the we eat your own dog food feature in User Vibes OS dashboard. Yeah, see, it just immediately got that brain upgrade. That's how you do it, guys. Anything that you see is wrong, I promise you, you can tell Cloud Code and it will fix it. You just got to speak English, right? And I think it even speaks other languages. But, somebody fact check me on that. Okay. Just the bowl is too small, that's all. I didn't really know that it was a bowl. It almost looks like a cup. Okay, I'm just chatting with this thing because I want to see it put a ticket in. Okay, now it's saying, just to go a little deeper, when you first saw that menu item, what did you think that was supposed to do? Or did you just skip over it because the icon wasn't clear? The icon wasn't clear. See how it's kind of pulling that out of the user? What a beautiful thing, man. Every time I see that, I just giggle inside. So what it did here is it extracted the goal, okay, the pain points. Okay, it filled in the form. All the user has to do is go submit the idea. Okay, so that went in. Okay, I've got one request now on this internal board. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and vote my own request up. It doesn't know who I am right now, so it's asking me to give an email address. That's cool. All right, vote recorded. See up here? Thank you for your feedback. Okay, all right, sweet. We can go ahead and close this down now. Now what I should be able to do is come over here with fingers crossed and see what we got here under use site feedback. I've got one request in here. I can't see it. Let me click on manage feedback. Nothing. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, it opened it up. Score. We're killing it. We did all this like in 30 minutes last night, and it works. We didn't have time to test it last night, but you can see here, guys, with your own eyes, it works. I have not touched it in 24 hours. I'm too busy doing other stuff. I'm a little stunned. I expected us to come in and have to like work through some issues. But maybe that retrospective stuff's working, man. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my goodness. What do you think, 3Ds? Wow. I see your comment. Yeah. Wow. I'm speechless. And that doesn't happen very often. Crap. We got us a banger app here, guys. And in 30 minutes, I added a whole admin layer to it. And it created its own private board. I don't even know where that's like stored other than under this feature here. So let me go back to here, go back in here. I want it to just kind of, I don't know why I have to hit this button to get to it. Like we could simplify that, but I am digging this. Okay. Now let's see what else it's got going on here. Okay. So the way that the site works is we go here, we see our Y analysis. We have our recycle mode here. And the idea here, and this is from a viewer, gave us this idea that we can get a handoff prompt. And so we can copy this prompt and feed it like into our Claude Code, and we can eat our own dog food, guys. That's the way we roll. All right, so what we can do here is also like we can confirm this as an issue. We can put comments on it, which go back to the user. Thanks. Okay, so that comment was sent. I'm going to set that up soon to where that sends an email to that email address that they gave us. Okay, we have to put an email capability in here. We need to do it anyway. It's on the list. I won't forget. So look, we've got one issue or one idea, excuse me. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold it. I thought for sure they typed that in under the bug reports, or at least I thought I typed it in. Maybe when I went back to it, I clicked the ideas button. Okay, let me just double check something here. Yeah, because yeah, I think I remember like looking under our response and only seeing a description. Like I didn't see the other fields of a bug report. So I think this is actually accurate. I think when I went back and tested it, I just clicked the wrong one. I just, just double checking or having double thoughts. Okay, so what we can do now is once we have this thing, we can add it to the backlog. And when we do that, it leaves the feedback board over here. We have an empty inbox. It goes to the board. Once it's on the board, we can move it through our production, like when we're fixing it, testing it, and done, right? I'll just leave that one right there right now. Now, as the user comes in, they could see that this thing is now on the roadmap and it's actually over here getting tested. They also see that it has a comment on it back from us. Sweet. Sweet. I think we're done for the night. I never had that much success on a feature first time out. I don't know. You guys had that kind of luck? Usually we got to wrestle a bit, just a little, like, just to, like just work through one issue or something or two. We didn't have to work through anything. Well, I was tweaking the size of the modal and stuff, but like, I don't count that. I really don't. Wow. I'm just super impressed. Man. All right. Yeah, it was in the feature request list. You can see here. We don't need to test the bug report. I know it works. Man, awesome. And so what it clearly did was it gave us our own feedback board. Now let me just see if that generated, if it's up here in the feedback list too. It is. See what it did? I can get to it in both places. It basically generated a brand new board here. This is so cool. It generated a brand new board here. It put it into mode 1, because that's what it is by default. See here? Wow. It did all of that automatically. It gave itself a public key. Man. We got no security issues lately, right? Okay, no, those were from 2 days ago. Phew. This thing's ready to go, man. It's ready to go. Let's check that item off. Wow. I'll tell you what, I don't like that extra click, but we're going to take credit for it now and we'll still go fix that. Love that. Man. I'm still speechless. It worked. All right, let's do this. Let's just tweak the flow a bit. Let's see here. All right, so when I click on the admin panel menu, by the way, I'm just checking this. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah, that is the behavior. So I was looking at the gray color here. That is the normal behavior on this site, that it goes gray once you've selected it. Okay, what I want to happen is when I click here, I think I just want it to jump straight into that panel. Like, I don't need this summary. This button works too, I'm sure, but like we'll just cut this out. And what we'll do is just jump straight into it. Now, the other thing is that I'm curious about here is this stuff seems to match exactly what we had on the main board. And I'm just trying to think about that. That's because those events were against the main site. But I know when you guys go in, you don't see those. So, I mean, unless they're against your site. And so I think we're good here. I've got one question about that. I'm a little afraid that these security events are actually not just for my project, but are for all, maybe they're for all my projects, which is fine. But I don't want them to be for your projects, in other words. You see? That's important. Okay, here's how we test that. We go out to User Vibes OS, log in. Okay. Oh, that ain't good. Got some kind of bug going on up there. Okay, that was weird. I have to figure that out. Okay, hey, I want 3Ds. Go log in and see if you see an event in your security dashboard or not. And also tell me if you got that exception on the first load and then had to refresh. I think I've got like a timing issue with the finding the data or something. That's going to be tricky to find. I like that color there. Look at that. It's like a purple. I don't know what was good here yesterday, Claude Code or us. I think because we're constraining it pretty good now with these skills that we've been building. I got to take a little credit for that. Like, but the rest of it goes to Claude Code, obviously. All right, he's off checking the production site to see if he's seeing this security event. Because if he is, then we got a problem. It'll be easy to fix, but like we've got a security problem. Like we shouldn't see each other's data. I'm hoping he comes back and says, no, it's empty. And this was some testing I was doing back around the new year. And I purposely see it as 11 p.m. I work late, guys. I was purposefully setting some security events in just to kind of test to make sure that it was working up on the cloud. I see that we eat our own dog foods up here, but the modals won't be right because we didn't push this stuff up lately. Please check back later. Okay, also you see like, I don't see my, you see the admin panel here. That's probably why that's not working because the first time I have to activate it, you remember that? Okay, let me check something here. Okay, here we go. Somehow got the wrong password set up, so I have to, okay. All right, that's cool. Do your thing, man. He's got to reset his password. What I'm going to look at here is like, what is our branch? Okay, we pushed everything except for this up there. I know what might be happening is I probably didn't set the environmental variable and the production for user admin user. So let's just go ahead and do that. Yeah, see how there's no admin user here? Okay. Add admin and email. Funny, it knew what I was going to put there. Okay. Yes, I am the admin. Okay. Now let me log out and log back in. So 3D, you must not have used your Gmail SSO if you're forgetting passwords. That's fine. Do your thing. Oh, I hit the wrong. I saw access denied error there. We're going to need to fix that too. Let's come back in. I'm on the wrong site. I'm on localhost here, and I need to be on over here. Okay, on log out. See, look at this client side exception. Okay, I should pick that up in the browser. Yes. Okay, let's pass this to our code. I bet you I see that up here. Well, no, I wouldn't see it here because that's localhost. This is from my production build. Okay. Let's let it fix that, and we'll push that code up at the same time we push this code up. Okay. But anyway, let me go ahead and refresh here and log in. Just looking at these other errors here. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I didn't get an error that time logging in. All right. And I have my admin menu. And watch, when I come here the first time, I'm going to have to set this thing up. At least I had to last time. Okay, now it says click this within the sidebar to set it up. Okay, create the feedback project. It just did it. Okay, but now it doesn't have those fixes yet because we didn't push them up tonight. We will here in a moment. Okay, that's all working, guys. Okay, so that should be working up there. And 3Ds will confirm here in a moment that he does not see that menu item. There's no way he can because he doesn't have the email address. But what I am concerned about is that he doesn't see the security event here. Okay, he says he sees no events. Score. Okay, good. Now, did you see any errors or anything, 3Ds? I don't know if I just had a cache issue. We got a couple of little gremlins there that we're going to have to track down. That's okay. We will. Okay, this one says it fixed that issue I just gave it. Found a couple other issues that it had too. Okay. All right, these like rendering issues, it says. So look, this goes to the stability of the code. Okay, so once that's all done, okay, those fixes are in. Now what we're gonna do is push this up. Okay, he didn't see any errors. Okay, guys, hey, if you're not up on uservibesOS.ai and signed in as a free user, you're missing out. But let me push this code up right now and show you how to do that. Okay, let's just do it this way. Let's do our, there's really nothing to do a retrospective on because we didn't fix anything. Well, I guess we did fix the modal size stuff. Yeah, okay, let's just do the retro, let's eat our own dog food. Okay, see how I have unchecked in stuff here? I'm gonna go ahead and just run the retrospective anyway, and sometimes what it'll do, it's like non-deterministic, so sometimes it's got a mind of its own. Sometimes it will check that stuff in for me or ask me if I want it to, and sometimes it just bails. I'm okay with that because, like I said, this part of the process is kind of non-deterministic. You roll the dice each time you do it, but it saves you time either way. So, okay, so here we go. We're committing our work. Okay, yeah, it just went ahead and. Oh no, it's telling us to do it. Come on, man. Okay, fixed the admin mode modals. Okay, so those are going up the chain. Now I'm going to do the retrospective. What this is going to do is pick up those few little snags that we have with the modal sizes and stuff, and it'll never do that again. And I just remembered something. Hold on a second. I've got to fix this. And if you guys have been following along, you need to fix this too. I've updated the Secure Vibe Code OS to already fix this. And I told 3Ds about it. But in the retrospective command, in the template, we have to adjust the template right here. Where's it at? Come on. Right here. You have to adjust the template and put a name field. That's a required field at the top. See how it knew that as soon as I started typing it. And then hit save. So if you've already downloaded that retrospective command from my Secure Vibe Code OS because you're here a couple sessions ago, just go put that name tag in there. You can also pull it down, the latest from the site, because it's up there now. And then now I can run the retrospective again. And while it's running, I'm going to go fix the other ones that I've already. What's it doing down there? See how it kind of goes buck wild every once in a while? I have no idea why. Stop that. Now it's going to make me close the shell and lose all this. Well, I guess I can just do a continue. Isn't that crazy? Okay, I just had to kill it. Whoop. Okay, resume. Okay. All right, retrospective. Retrospective, baby. All right, now what I'm going to do is just go in and fix these previous ones that we've already created. Okay. Now, I happen to know this, that it will take spaces on the name on Claude Code, but if you try to move this skill up to regular Claude desktop, which by the way you can do, you can just you can just zip it and move it, but it won't take spaces in those names over there. Okay, just remember that. Now look how easy this is. Like AI is just, it knows what I want to do. So as soon as I hit, like look here, I'm not even going to type anything and it's automatically, it put it in. I hit tab, it saves it. Okay. So now it quit on me. There it goes. Okay. I just had a handful of skills here we've been working on the last week. Come on. Come on. Tab complete on me. There we go. All right, so the name and the description are required fields. Okay, anything else that's up in the YAML is optional, like the triggers, for example. Okay, but these two are required. And if they're not there, then the whole progressive discovery thing doesn't quite work right. So just be aware of that, okay? Like you'll see down here, my other ones, I already have those all. Like in the security skills, yeah, they're there, okay? And I've even put hyphens in those just for good measure because I think I was using those back on my desktop too. Okay. All right. Pro tip there. Now. Okay. Updated skills and command. I got to clear this out. Now I can run that retrospective again. Okay, we're good here. Now look, this will be a good test. We're at 11% of our context window. So let's see what happens. It wasn't a terrible amount in this context here, so we might make it. I don't know. We'll find out. That 8, it jumped to 8 really quick. This is like my nemesis right now. Is this thing, auto compacting? Okay, we're gonna write. It asks us where do we want to save this retrospective. I'm saying straight to main. If you're on a complex project, you want to make it into a branch, and then you want to merge it in. Okay, or if you're working with a team, you want it to be that way because that way people can test it or they can review it. Okay, here's the name of it. Okay, nested radix dialog focus. That's a good lesson. Like I don't want to have to repeat that again. Okay, so what it's doing is it's taking all the stuff that we learned in the earlier session and it's bottling it up into this thing called, it's a skill, but it's in my lessons folder and it's called nested radix dialog focus. That was the name of all that crap, like when it wouldn't give us the focus of the modals. Now that should never happen again. Now you guys keep me honest, if like a month from now, I'm doing a modal and I get that happening, like somebody remind me and then I'll go troubleshoot this thing. Okay. I doubt you'll remember. I won't either. Okay, look, we're only at 7%. It's there it is. There's the skill. Look, it only took like 4% there to do that. That's because we didn't do a lot. There wasn't a lot in the context. I wonder why it was auto compressing. Okay, so let's look at the skill. Preview. Right click on it, preview. Okay, here's the goal of the skill. See, that skill doesn't have. Okay, hold on a second. That's the second night in a row that's happened to where I don't have a YAML section. But here's the final working solution. Okay, hyper parameters, like this is all the stuff that it learned. It put a Z modal thing in, verification, blah, 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 dog food modal, related skills, error handling, and AI chat protection, when to use this skill. Now what it should do is go update those skills. Let's see if it's going to complete here. You skipped the mandatory YAML format, which was in the template in the skill. Why'd you do that? Now it's going to apologize and put it in there. I got to figure out why that's not happening. You got to pay attention to that. 3Ds told me that that hasn't been happening to him. I've got something clogging up something in my Claude file or something that's distracting this thing, and that's bothering me. There you go. See that? That's what I wanted. But why didn't it do that to begin with? That part, what I'm going to have to do is probably put some more strict language in the retrospective. If it does that again, I'm going to adjust the retrospective. But since it didn't happen to 3Ds, I don't know what it is. All right, so we'll go ahead and write that. Now what I want to see if it'll do is go on and look at the other skills and see if they need updated, which it already identified 2 other skills. Notice I'm still at 4%. Okay, so this is an efficient one. Oh, look here. No existing skills need updating. This is a new lesson. It doesn't overlap with existing. Yeah, but wait a second. See, this is hallucination. Oh, look here. This session's learnings relate to these. Looking at these skills in this code base, the learnings from this session are primarily new discoveries rather than updates to existing security skills. Okay, in other words, they never talked about those in those security skills. Okay, all right, I'll buy that. You gotta watch this thing. Sometimes it will hallucinate on you. They created this new skill in about 7% of context. Okay, I'm pleased with that. Okay, I'm darn pleased with that. And it pushed it to main. So now we forevermore, whenever if I were to right now say, okay, give me another modal to do something, like it should not make those mistakes. And that's the point of that. I hope you guys are digging that. Okay, guys. Hey, we've had a great night. I'm gonna take the win. Now look, I won't be here tomorrow night. I got another event at my church. So I will catch you again Thursday night at 8 p.m. and we'll pick it up and then we'll go on through the weekend then. Okay. So Thursday night, 8 p.m. Mark it on your calendars. Make sure you set that bell notification if you're on YouTube, which I hope you are. Give me a thumbs up. Like everything you see from me, like it. Okay. So the algorithm shows me some love. And then send this to other people, forward it. Give me a hearts up, give me all that stuff. Give me a comment on my videos, by the way. That also tells the algorithm that, hey, this guy's putting out some good stuff. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Again, check me out in my free mentoring group, link in the description or link below. Until next time, you guys be blessed by the best, and I will see you Thursday night. Good night.